and welcome to this live Pilates at home session. All you need is yourself and a mat, and if you're lucky, a quiet space. We're going to start off seated tonight. So start off with your knees bent up towards the ceiling, the feet flat on the floor. Make sure you've got lots of mat to roll back onto. Your hands are to the backs of the legs. Roll your shoulders up, back and down, squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening through the chest. Close the eyes over and just focus on your Pilates engagement. So you're zipping up those lower tummy muscles, squeezing through the sit bones. Feel the bony bits on your bum, your sit bones, and find length in the rest of the body. Finding length in the mid-spine, between the ribs, right up to the top of the head. So think of something pulling you from the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Feel a bit of tension in the biceps, keeping the chest open. We're going to inhale through the nose, pull back with the belly button, drop down off your sit bones, but keep the tension in the arms. And as you exhale out through the mouth with your HA sound, sit up nice and tall. Breathing in, pull back with the belly button. Feeling the tummy muscles starting to warm up, stretching of the lower back. Keep the shoulders down, exhale up nice and tall. Breathing in, we're going to pull back with the belly button. So your ribs and your hips, they're closing that gap, lengthening through the lumbar, the lower back. Exhale up, out, up nice and tall. Last two, breathe in, pull back with the belly button. Rounding out through the lower spine. Arms starting to lengthen. Exhale, coming up. Keep the feet glued to the floor one more time. Breathe in, we pull back with the belly button. Now we're going to hold here. I'm going to reach back with the right arm in the next inhale, but keep your bum in the same position. Inhale, reach back, look back, as if you're trying to catch something or get something behind your shoulder. And then exhale, bring it back to the start. Breathe in, reach back with that left arm. Look back, keep the shoulder down, chest open. Exhale, bring it back to the start. Breathe in, opening up. Feeling it in the core, feeling the chest open, your obliques. You're stabilizing with the hips, the pelvis. No movement in the lower part of your body. Inhale, reach back with that right arm, and exhale, bring it back. If you're struggling, come up a little bit. Inhale, reach back with the left arm, and exhale back to the start. Last two, or last set, breathe in, we reach back. Exhale, back to the start. Last one, breathe in, reach back with that left arm, and exhale. Inhale, drop back a little bit further, and then exhale. Use the breath, use your hands if you need to come up nice and tall. Into your roll up now. We're going to stretch out through the legs, heels together with the feet slightly apart in Pilates V. But if you have any lower back problems, just bring the feet together. And if you have tight hamstrings, you can bend the knees to get taller in the spine. Breathe in, we reach forward, palms facing up. Exhale, we're going to roll halfway down to start with. So scoop in through the tummy muscles. Hold halfway down. Anchor with those heels. Breathe in. Exhale, use the breath. Bring it up. Breathe in, reach towards your feet. Now, if that version suits you, stick with it. Harder version. Exhale, roll all the way down onto the mat. Breathe in, palms facing up. We reach up and over. Keep the back of the rib cage pressed into the floor. Exhale, palms in towards each other. Use the breath to bring it up. We're going to reach up, look up. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands behind the hips. Spread through the fingers as you do. We're going to inhale, lift those hips. Look down the midline. Squeeze through the glutes. Exhale, lower back down to the floor. Inhale, we're going to reach towards our feet again. So palms facing up, flexion of the spine. Exhale, pull back with the belly button, rolling down onto the mat with control. Anchor with those legs. Breathe in, palms facing up. And exhale, use the breath. We're going to go straight up towards the ceiling, palms in towards each other. Breathe in, bring the arms behind the hips. Press the fingertips into the floor. We're going to lift those hips. Exhale. Lower back down. Breathe in, you reach towards your feet again. Palms facing up. Exhale, roll down onto the mat. So making lots of shapes with your spine. You're rounding as you go down. Breathe in, find length, straight back, rib cage glued to the floor. Exhale, flat back. We're going to come all the way up. Breathe in, bring the hands behind. Press the palms of the hands into the floor. We're going to inhale, lift up. And exhale, we lower back down. And one more time, breathe in, reach towards your feet. Breathe out, roll down onto the mat. Scoop in through the tummy muscles. Breathe in, palms facing up. Exhale, use that breath. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands behind. We're going to inhale, lift those hips up. Exhale, we lower down with control. We're going to bend the knees in towards the body for rolling back now. So your first rolling exercise, easier version, hands to the backs of the legs. Harder on your shins, your ankles, making yourself as small as possible. Scooping through the tummy muscles, elbows glued to the body, tuck the chin. Inhale, allow yourself to rock onto your shoulders. Exhale, bring it up. So the first one's always the hardest, like a pancake. But if you need to make it easier, bring your hands to the backs of the legs and get used to that rolling on your spine first before you start to make the circle or your ball smaller. If you feel any discomfort or pain throughout the exercise, lie on your back, hug your knees in and just rock from side to side. Breathe in, roll. Exhale, bring it up. Last two, inhale, roll back onto your shoulders. Exhale, bring it up. One more time. Breathe in, roll back. And exhale, bring it up. So we're going to stretch out through that left leg. Full version of one leg stretch. Right hand goes lower on the ankle. Left hand to the inside of the right knee. Come down slowly. Keep the head and the chest lifted. Breathe in, hug. Breathe in, switch. Breathe out, hug. Breathe out, switch. So you're hugging one knee in as you're stretching the opposite leg out, pushing the foot down towards the skirting board for the harder version, up higher for the easier version. Any knee problems, you can bring your hands to the backs of the legs and just hug and stretch. Any neck problems, or if your neck or your head is tired, leave the head on the floor, but keep it going. Breathing in and breathing out. Even doing the breath alone, you're targeting those inner tummy muscles, your transverse abdominis. Inhale, that wrap around your waist like a corset, supporting your midline. Inhale and exhale out. Last breath cycle. Exhale out and relax. Knees come into the chest now. Find length in the neck, gently rock from side to side. And we're going to place the feet on the floor for shoulder bridge. So arms down by your side. Stretch your fingertips towards your heels. Knees and feet are hip width apart. Just notice the length in your neck, in the back, and especially notice that space between the lower back and the floor. We're going to shut it down as we breathe in. So breathe in, press the lower back down. As you breathe out, peel the hips up off the floor. Come up slowly, very slowly, peeling the mid-spine, thoracic, right up onto the shoulders. Now inhale, squeeze through the glutes, breathe into the rib cage. Exhale, come down slowly from the sternum. So you're just laying the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae, shortening the gap between your ribs and your hips as you do, and then feel the hips go into their natural shape. Breathe in, press the lower back into the mat. Breathe out, we push and lift up. Inhale at the top, squeeze through the glutes, and exhale, we're going to release down slowly, controlled, pulling the belly button in towards the lower back as you bring it down. We're going to add to it and bring the legs in. So breathe in, press the lower back down. Breathe out, push and lift up. Now we're going to inhale at the top, pause. As you exhale, lift the right leg into tabletop. Inhale, lower it back down. Inhale or exhale, lift the left leg up. And then inhale, lower. So breathe out as you lift. Inhale as you lower down. Breathe out, left leg lifts up. And inhale. Use your hands to steady yourself and try and keep the hips in line as much as you possibly can. So those hip bones stay in line. Exhale, lift up. And inhale, lower. Breathe out, lift. And inhale, lower. Last time like this, breathe out, lift. And inhale, lower. Breathe out, we're going to lift that right leg up. Inhale, lift the hips a little bit more. Exhale, lower halfway. So if this is too much for you, you can bring that right foot to the floor. Breathe in, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower halfway. Two more. Breathe in and breathe out. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, lower the right foot to the floor. Make sure there's a gap between the feet. We're going to lift that left leg up. So in line, knee is in line with the hip. Inhale, lift the hips a little higher. Exhale, lower halfway. Keeping those hip bones in line as much as you possibly can. Feel it deep in the glutes on the right side, the hamstrings. We got two more. Breathe in And breathe out. Actually, last two. Inhale and exhale. One more now. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, you're going to lower the left foot to the floor. And then slowly bring the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Relax the hips into their natural shape. Allow your knees now to fall to the right. Flip the palms up towards the ceiling. Keep them where they are, the arms, and look to the left. Hold it here. Breathe into the left side. Exhale out. One more deep breath in. And breathe out. Now start to bend your left knee up towards your right hand. You're going to slip your right hand to the back of the left leg and stretch the left leg out. So pointing the toes, they should be in line with your right shoulder, or trying to be, and gently pull with that right hand, pulling your left foot down towards the floor. But do what you can. Take a deep breath in here. And breathe out. Let go with the right hand. Bend the left knee. Come back through the center. Go the other way. Just allow the knees fall to the left. Turn your head to the right. Breathe into the right side here. Inhale. And exhale out. One more deep breath in. And breathe out. Now you're going to slip the left hand to the back of the right leg, pointing through those right toes, trying to bring your right foot in line with the left shoulder and bring that right foot to the floor. Again, do what you can. If it's too much straightening through the leg, you can keep the knee bent. Look to the right, deep breath in, and breathe out. One more deep breath in here. And exhale, let go with that left hand. Stack the knees, come back through the center, and then bring your two legs into your chest. Okay, hands to the backs of the legs now. We're going to straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. So if you've tied hamstrings again, you can keep a bend in the knee, but whatever shape or position your legs are in, if they're bent like this, make sure they stay in that bend. So we're going to go straighten the legs out if you can. Arms down by your side for the roll over. So deep breath in to prepare. Pointed toes. Exhale, you bring the legs over the head. Inhale, you flex and widen through the feet and the legs as you slowly bring the spine down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Keep the head on the floor. The arms are on the floor. And then when your hips reach the mat, point through the toes. Right leg goes out to the right, left leg goes out to the left, circling back together. Breathe out, legs overhead. Breathe in, flex and widen. Breathe out, lay the spine down. Use the hands to help you for support. And inhale, point, circle out wide and back to the start. Breathe out, legs overhead. Inhale, flex and widen. Exhale, we bring the spine down slowly, controlled. Breathe in, point, bring the legs back together. Now, a little different. We're going to flex and widen to start. So legs are a little wider than hip width apart. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale, legs come up and over wide. Inhale, point, bring the legs together. And exhale, bring the spine down with the legs together. At the bottom, you just flex and widen. Breathe out, legs overhead. Inhale, you point and bring the legs together. Exhale, we bring the spine down slowly. And then inhale, flex and widen. One more time, breathe out. Inhale, point, bring the legs together. Exhale, we bring the spine down slowly. And inhale, we flex and widen here. So you're going to bring your two hands to the back of the left leg. Drop the right heel down towards the skirting board, but keep the right foot off the floor if you can. Now pull your left knee towards the midline or towards your chest even. Feel a deep stretch going into the back of the left leg. If you're quite weak in the lower core, or if you feel it's too much in the hip flexors on the right side, you drop that right leg or bend the knee. One more deep breath in, just enjoy the stretch, and then we switch. So scissor the legs, lower that left heel towards the skirting board, flex through the right foot, pull your right knee towards the body. Feel the stretch in the back of the leg, the hip flexors on the left side. Breathe into it, inhale. Exhale out. One more deep breath in, and breathe out. Two legs come together again. You're going to bend the knees. Hands to the back of the legs, or hands to the backs of the legs. Gently rock from side to side. And then we're going to bring the legs over the head again. So straighten out through the legs, or bend the knees if it's easier for you. Arms down by your side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we bring the legs all the way over the head. So if you don't get here the first time, try it again. And if you feel it's too difficult to get the legs over the head, just keep trying to get the hips a bit further off the mat every time you try and do a reverse curl. So we're going to straighten through those legs with the legs overhead. Flex the feet. Feel a stretch in the lower back. Hold it here. Breathe in and breathe out. You can have your hands on your lower back or on your bum for support. Breathe in and breathe out. One more deep breath in here and breathe out. Now we're going to stretch that right leg up towards the ceiling. As you do, find length in that mid-spine, trying to straighten out through the back. Lower the left knee down towards your face, left foot towards the floor, and then place your hands to the lower part of your back, spread through the fingers, feeling a nice bit of support there. Maybe go that bit further with the right leg. You're lowering it down, trying to create a bigger scissors or a gap between the legs, and then switch. Now keep those hip bones in line as you do. Breathe in and breathe out. So it's more the quality of the movement than the quantity. So really slowly create as much of a gap between those legs as you can, and find as much length in that mid and lower spine as you can as you do scissors. So breathe in and breathe out. Now you can play around with the hands. I've got my thumbs in underneath my hip bones and my fingers are spread to the lower part of my back for support, but do whatever suits you. Breathe in and breathe out. We're gonna do it one more time. Right leg lowers down, and then the left leg. And then one more time, right leg lowers down. Now, come out of it slowly. You're going to lower your two knees down towards your face. Bring your hands to the backs of the legs. Slide them up towards the calves and gently spring the spine down. Try and keep the head on the floor. Your hands just taking support or weight out of the legs. Bend through the knees. Bring your feet to the mat. And you're going to spread the arms out wide from the body. Tuck the chin in, heel toe the feet out wider on the mat, and allow the knees fall in towards each other. Just for a bit of a rest here. Send your breath all the way into your belly. Take a deep breath in. Allow the lower back lift up off the floor, creating that gap between the lower back and the mat. Exhale, let it go. Breathing in, fill the belly up. Coming higher on the sacrum, trying to find your sit bones. And as you exhale, draw the belly button in. And as you do, you'll feel your lower back naturally will want to come closer to the mat. Take a deep breath in, one more time. And breathe out, let it go. We're going to stretch out through the legs now. Point through the toes, bring your arms up over your head. Feel lovely length in the back of the body. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. One more deep breath in here. And breathe out. Slide your feet in, bring your knees into your chest, hands to your shins, double leg stretch, lift the upper body or leave the head on the floor if that suits you better. Breathe in, bring your knees in closer to your face, lift the bum if you can. Exhale, we stretch through the arms, stretch through the legs, go as low as you can, but keep the lower back pressed into the floor. Inhale, exhale out. Draw your belly button in towards your spine, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, hug the knees in. Exhale, we stretch and lower. Inhale, hug the knees in. Exhale, stretch and lower down. So either feet, just squeeze them together, or feet in Pilates V. Palms facing up, spread through the fingers. So using your hands when you can. Exhale, stretch. Last one, breathe in. And exhale. Lift the upper body a little bit higher. Lower the legs to the floor. We're going to reach the arms up and over, palms facing up. Exhale, come all the way up into a seated position. Okay, so move back in your mat. Make sure you got lots of mat in front of you to stretch the legs out for spine stretch. Now, if you need to bend the knees for your taller straight spine, do it. But if you can, or if you've got flexibility in your hamstrings, keep the legs straight enough. So fingertips in between the legs, open through the chest, deep breath in. Exhale, slide the fingers forward, rounding through the spine. Pull the belly button in, breathe into the lower back. Glue the sit bones to the floor. Exhale, rebuild, restack, re-lengthen. Sliding in, deep breath in, chest forward, shoulders down. Exhale, we slide forward. Breathe in, feel the stretch. And exhale, we rebuild, restack, re-lengthen. Deep breath in, chest open, shoulders down. Exhale, slide forward. Breathe in, feel the stretch. And exhale, rebuild, restack, re-lengthen. 2 more like this. Chest open, shoulders back and down. Exhale, slide forward. Breathe in, feel the stretch. And exhale, rebuild, restack, re-lengthen. 1 more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, slide forward. Breathe in, feel the stretch. And exhale, rebuild, restack, re-lengthen. We're going to cross the ankles here. Move back in the mat so you can rock forward or roll over into all fours. But again, any bad knees or hips, do what you can. So you're going to place your hands on your knees first. Spread through the fingers. Inhale, open through the chest. Pushing your chest forward, reaching your chest up high. Exhale, relax. Now, spread through those fingers, reach forward and roll over into a seated position or into all fours. But again, if it doesn't work for you, come back into all fours or come into all fours any way that suits you. You're going to tuck the toes under straight away. Hands are in line with your shoulders. Wrists, elbows are tracking each other. Knees are in line with your hips. There should be a gap between the knees, so have a look and make sure there is. We're going to inhale, just lift the knees up, but keep the bend in the knees. So you're lifting straight up off the mat. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Now, as you do, try and tuck your tail under. So you're trying to make your bum disappear in between your legs. Inhale, you lift up. Exhale, you lower down. So think inches or even centimeters. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Feel the tension in the chest, in the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Push your fingertips, the bases of your fingers into the floor to strengthen through those wrists. Inhale, pull the belly button up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, we lift. And exhale, we lower. Last 2, breathe in and breathe out. 1 more time, breathe in, we lift. And exhale, we lower. This time we're going to lift and stretch through those legs. So bring your feet out a little bit wider. Inhale, lift the knees. Exhale, we push back. Belly in between your legs or in between your thighs. Feel a deep stretch in the spine. Feel it go all the way down to the tail, the calves, the Achilles heels. And then slowly, carefully bring the knees back to the floor. Slide your knees back now. Feet and knees are hip width apart. Deep breath in here as you exhale. Bend through the elbows. Lower your chest all the way down onto the mat. Bring your hands to the lower part of your back for double leg kick. And bring the legs and the feet together. So elbows framing your waist. Breathe in, kick your bum twice. Exhale, we stretch and lengthen. Breathe in, we kick twice. Exhale, we stretch and lengthen. Breathe in, we kick, kick. Exhale, stretch and lengthen. Try and get your knees up off the floor, your chest up off the floor. But if there's any compression, any discomfort in the lower back, maybe leave the legs on the floor and work on lifting the chest. And if there's any discomfort in any other part of the body, you can let go of a hand to straighten through the arms. You can leave the chest on the floor and lift the legs. Last 2, breathe in, breathe out. 1 more time. We're going to hold that position and we're going to do swimming legs. So point through the toes, poker straight legs, up, down, as fast as you can. Feel it in the hamstrings, feel it in the glutes. Shoulder blades are glued together, chest is open. Keep it going. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. 1 more deep breath in. And breathe out, lower back down onto your chest. Roll over onto your side now. So you're coming over onto the side so that you're resting on your tricep into your side sit-up position. So I'm going to bring my top hand to the back of my head, but make sure that you're comfortable. If you're uncomfortable in the neck, you can bend your elbow underneath your head. Slide that bottom leg forward. Press the outer edge of the foot into the floor. Engage through the tummy muscles. Lengthen through that top leg. Point through the toes. Breathe in, we swing that top leg forward. Exhale, we flex and pulse back twice. So lift from the side of the waist. Keep the upper body strong and steady. Breathe in, kick forward. Exhale, flex, pulse back twice. So if you're bony in the hips, you can bend through that underneath knee. Breathe in. and breathe out, pulse back. Breathe in, we kick forward. Exhale, we flex, pulse back twice. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, point, and exhale, flex, pulse back twice. Inhale, point, kick forward. Go as far forward as you can, keeping the stability in the upper body. Exhale. Last two, breathe in and breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out, reach down with that top hand, take hold of the foot from the outside, bend the underneath elbow and rest the head down. Feel a lovely stretch in the front of the thigh, the quads, the hip flexors, the knee even as well. Keep the legs as close to each other as possible. At the same time, bend that underneath knee. One more big breath cycle here, deep breath in. And breathe out, release. Now from here, lift up that top leg. Bring the top arm in between the legs, take hold of the ankle. Now if the ankle you can't get, or you can grab hold of the calf, but try and place that top foot in front of the bottom knee or the bottom thigh even, and gently open up. So you're opening that top leg up. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel a deep hip stretch here. Inhale. Exhale out. One more deep breath in. And breathe out, release. Slowly bring that top knee out in front of the body. Just give it a little hug. Maybe give your hip a hit or a rub if that feels nice for you. And then stretch out through the two legs. Stretch out through that underneath arm. Rest your ear on your bicep. Lift from the side of the waist and engage the tummy muscles. Rest the top arm on your side or place it out in front for balance. Allow those two legs to float up a couple of centimeters. And make sure there's no tension in the neck, no tension in that top shoulder. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Find your balance. We're going to kick forward with that top leg. Breathe in, kick forward a couple of inches. Exhale, bring it back to the start. No movement from the bottom leg. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, kick forward. And exhale, bring it back. Breathe in, kick forward. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, kick forward. And exhale, bring it back. Breathe in, kick. And exhale, bring it back. Last two like this. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. You're going to roll over onto your back. Make sure you remember which side you've just done. We're going to come back onto that same side. And you're going to draw your knees into your chest here. So reverse curl with the legs either bent or straight is a little bit more challenging. But it's not about how high you can get your bum. It's about the control you have over it. So spread through the fingers, arms down by your side. Breathe in, you're going to lift the hips. Exhale, lower down. So when I say hips, it's really the base of your spine you're trying to get up off the mat. Breathe in, lift up, and exhale, lower. So if you are strong enough, reach the arms up towards the ceiling with the palms facing in and work on just using that lower tummy strength to lift up. Inhale and exhale, lower down. Breathe in, lift up and exhale, lower down. Breathe in, lift and exhale, lower. So some people find it hard to even feel their lower tummy muscles. So if you can do this exercise, you may have more strength than you know. So breathe in, lift. Exhale, lower. Add a pause if you can. So breathe in, lift, hold, and exhale, release. Fight to keep the head on the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. Harder version, legs extended, flex the feet, lift the bum, and then lower back down. Breathe in and breathe out. But keep the same position in the legs as you lift and lower. Keep going. Breathe in and breathe out. Easier version of this one, you can slip the hands in underneath the bum, and you can use the hands to push, just to practice that reverse curl, allowing the lower part of your body to learn and strengthen. Inhale, exhale. Let's do two more. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Inhale and exhale. We're going to move into open leg rocker from here. So you're going to bring your hands to the backs of the legs, point through the toes, bring the toes together, breathe in, stretch through the legs. As you exhale, you rock up into a seated position. So harder version of this one. You're going to place your hands to the backs of the legs and straighten through the legs before you start. Maybe walk your hands to your calves. Feel the tension in the arms. Keep it there. Inhale, roll back. And exhale, use the breath to come up and balance. Breathe in and breathe out. Easier version. You're breathing and kicking out with the legs. Exhale, bend the knees as you come up. Breathe in, roll, and exhale, bend the knees or keep the legs straight. But feel it in the chest as you're pulling your calves with your hands and pressing into your hands with your calves. That tension between the upper and lower part of your body, or the tension between the limbs, is helping you stay in that V-legged position, rocking on your spine, creating mobility. Breathe in, roll, exhale, bring it up. Inhale, roll back, and exhale, bring it up. Last two, breathe in and breathe out. One more time, inhale, roll, and exhale, bring it up. You're going to bring the knees together, calves are parallel to the floor, arms extend them out in line, or nearly, your hands are in line with your shins. We're going to roll onto our backs, but lift the head and the chest, squeeze the knees and the feet together, and pulse. Breathe in through the nose. As you exhale, stretch the legs out into the 100. Breathe in and breathe out. You may feel tired, so you can keep the knees in tabletop if you want. Keep pulsing with the arms from the shoulders. No movement in the wrists, no movement in those elbows. Just keeping the chest open and pulsing. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. Last two, breathe in and breathe out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Hug your knees into your chest. Gently rock from side to side. We're going to roll back over onto the same side we were on. So same side you were just on. You're going to bend that underneath knee, spread through the hand on the mat, or spread through the fingers of the hand on the mat, and stretch through that top leg. Flip the top palm up towards the ceiling, open through the chest. Breathe in, we lift, reach, bend. Feel that lovely bend in the top, or the top side of your body. Exhale, we lower down with control. Frame the side of your face with that top hand. Breathe in, lift, reach, bend. You can press that top foot into the floor with the toes facing towards me or forward. Exhale, lower down. Breathe in, we lift, reach, bend. Exhale, we lower down with control. Engage through the tummy muscles. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, lift, reach, bend. And exhale, lower down. Last two, breathe in, lift, reach, bend. Exhale, lower down with control. And one more time, breathe in and breathe out, lower down. Come back over onto your belly now. So we're lowering all the way down onto the belly. And bring your hands in underneath your shoulders. Elbows are glued into the body for Swan Dive. Spread the fingers, middle fingers facing forward. So you can have your legs hip distance, but I like to go a little wider with the legs. Make sure your legs stay poker straight. We're going to inhale, lift the chest up off the floor. Exhale, just let go. Breathe in, push up. Breathe out, let go. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. If it doesn't feel good for the back, or the lower back especially, opt out, or you can just gently rock back and forth, but just not as much range in it. Inhale, push up. Exhale, let go. Last two, breathe in and breathe out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Push yourself all the way up. Bum comes back, belly in between your thighs. You're going to bring the forearms out in front, one in front of the other. Rest the head down and gently shift the body weight from side to side. Feeling a lovely stretch in the back of the body. Let the tummy go and breathe deep into the belly. Inhale. Exhale out. One more deep breath in. And breathe out, let it go. Place the hands in underneath your shoulders. Crawl forward in your mat. And then flip over onto the other side. So the other side that you haven't done yet, if you can remember. We're going to lower down into our side sit-up position to start with. So side sit-up position, or adjust it to work for you. Top hand as well. Press the underneath side of the ribcage into the mat. Lift from the side of the waist, and then just slide that underneath leg forward. Press the outer edge of the foot into the floor. Breathe in, we swing that top leg forward. Exhale, we flex and pulse back twice. Breathe in, point, and exhale, flex, pulse back twice. Breathe in, point, kick forward. Exhale. Inhale, we point, Maybe you can go a bit further in front of the body with this leg, or maybe you haven't got as much range of this leg, but take note. Inhale, exhale. Most of us have a weaker or stronger side. So hip bones stay in line, chest stays open, engage through the core to stabilize with the upper body. Inhale and exhale out. Breathe in, point, exhale, pulse back twice, keep it going. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, point, kick forward. Exhale, flex, pulse back twice. Breathe in, point, and exhale. 2 more. Inhale, we point, kick forward. Exhale, flex, pulse back twice. Last time, inhale and exhale. Reach down with that top hand, take hold of the foot. Bend the underneath knee at the same time and drop down onto a bent elbow, making a pillow out of your arm. Keep pushing forward with the hip flexors and the top thigh, feeling a deep stretch in the hams or the quads. Breathe into it. Now you're going to let go with that top hand, lift the top knee and place your top hand to the ankle or the calf on that top leg. Flatten the foot above the bottom knee, using that bottom knee as a hook to open up through that top hip joint. Hold it here, breathe into it. Inhale and exhale out. 1 more deep breath in, hold a stretch, and then release. Draw that top knee towards your chest, give it a little hug, a hip, a little bit of a rub or a hit, and then we're going to straighten out through the 2 legs. Lengthen through the underneath arm as well. Rest your ear on your bicep. Make sure there's no tension in the neck or that top shoulder, and lift from the bottom side of the waist. Engage through the core. Top arm on your side or out in front if you need it there. We're going to lift the 2 legs up a couple of centimeters. Engage through the tummy muscles. Breathe in and breathe out. Add your kick if you want to. So inhale, kick forward from that top leg, from the hip joint. Exhale, bring it back to the start. Breathe in, we kick forward, and exhale, we bring it back. Breathe in, we kick, and exhale, we bring it back to the start. Inhale, we kick forward, and exhale. Keep the hip bones in line. Breathe in, and breathe out. Inhale, kick forward, and exhale, bring it back. Keep it going. Inhale, kick, and exhale, bring it back. Inhale, kick forward, and exhale, bring it back. Nearly there. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Breathe in and breathe out. Lower the 2 legs to the floor. Roll back onto your belly. Arms extended out in front of the body with the palms facing in. Now straight away pull those shoulders back down to connect them to the rib cage, even if it means you have to have a bend in the elbows. Look down to the mat. We're going to lift the arms and the legs up for the full version. Alternate right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg for that easier version. So lifting up arms and legs, stay poker straight, and swim as fast as you can. So you're lifting opposite arm, opposite leg, moving from the shoulder, moving from the hips, moving as fast as you can with no movement from your wrists, your elbows, your knees, your ankles. Inhale, exhale, breathe in and breathe out. Last one, inhale and exhale and relax. Stack the hands out in front of your forehead, rest the forehead down, bend the knees. So your thighs are going to get a massage on the mat. You're going to gently wag your tail. So legs going from right to left, or lower legs from right to left. Feeling a massage on the thighs, the quads, and breathe. Exhale out. 1 more deep breath in here. And breathe out. Release the legs down straight. Lift up through the head and the chest and slide your forearms out in front into a sphinx position for single leg kick. So elbows are ideally in line with your shoulders, but any discomfort, you move them out wider, you move them forward, but keep your hips and your pubic bone glued to the mat. Legs hip distance apart, or even maybe a little wider if that suits you better. Open through the chest, breathe in, kick your right heel to your right bum cheek twice, and then release. Breathe in, kick, kick, and release. Notice if those hip bones are lifting as you kick, and press the thighs into the floor to stop that from happening. In, out. Breathe in, kick, kick, and release. Breathe in, breathe out. So you're only kicking the heel in that direction. You mightn't be able to reach, or you might be only able to go halfway. Inhale, Exhale, check in with the upper body. So make sure the chest is still open, the shoulders are away from the ears. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, release. One more set. Breathe in and breathe out. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Move those forearms out wide now and slide your hands in underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up into all fours. You're going to walk the knees in underneath the hips. Spread through those fingers again. Simple cat-cow here. So you're going to inhale, lift the head, allow the chest to naturally follow the belly, to dip, the bum to rise. As you exhale, tuck through the tail, round out like an angry cat, drop the head in between the legs, look between the legs. Breathe in, we lift through the head, that extension of the spine, the rippling effect through the back. Bum is right up in the air. As you exhale, you lead from the tail flexion or rounding of the spine. Drop the head down, look in between the legs. Let's do one more. Breathe in, lift through the head. Everything happening naturally. And as you exhale, tuck through the tail, rounding out like an angry cat. You're going to push yourself back onto your knees and come over onto the opposite side. So whatever side you haven't done side bend on, you're going to place that bottom hand or the hand on the mat directly in line with your shoulder. Bend through the bottom knee and straighten out through the top leg. Flip that top palm up towards the ceiling. We're going to breathe in, lift, reach, bend. Lift up high with the hips. Exhale, you lower down with control and frame the side of your face with your top hand. Breathe in, lift, reach, bend. Push forward and up with that top hip. Exhale, lower down with control. Toes facing forward. Flatten that foot into the floor. Feel the stretch deepen. Exhale, lower down with control. Breathe in, lift, reach, bend. Exhale. Breathe in, lift, reach, bend. And exhale, lower down. 3 more. Breathe in and breathe out. Last 2. Inhale, lift, reach, bend. And exhale, lower down. One more time. Breathe in, we lift, reach, bend. And exhale, we lower down. Come over into a seated position. One more time. And you're going to move forward. Make sure you have lots of mat to roll back onto. Your hands come to the backs of the legs. You lift the feet up off the floor. You lift those calves so they're parallel to the mat as well. Open through the chest. Gently pull the chest forward. Hold here. Let go if you can. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, just let it go. Roll onto your back. Keep the arms and legs extended up towards the ceiling. We're going to stretch them out as much as we can. Separate through the toes, separate through the fingers. Then scrunch up the toes, scrunch up the fingers. Add the face, scrunch up the face. Create as many wrinkles as you possibly can. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, allow your body fall into whatever shape, whatever position feels natural or nice for you. Close the eyes over or soften the gaze. Again, it's personal preference. Allow everything to slow down. So starting with the breath. Breathing in and out through the nose again, if you can. Allowing it to slow. Feeling the breath reach your belly. And that exhale out, let go of the breath. Your limbs starting to feel heavier, so your arms, your legs heavier. The shoulders heavier. Your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, your hands. Feel the weight of your bones in your arms. Just let them go. Same with the lower part of your body, your hips, your thighs, your knees. Your lower legs, your ankles and your feet. As if you can only feel the bones and the legs. Allow them to let go and sink into the mat. Same with the head now, the skull. Let go of your skull. Allow your brain to feel lighter. The shoulder blades, the spine itself. Visualize or notice your spine in your body. From the top of your neck all the way down. Drawing a line in the center of your back. And let go of the spine, the rib cage, the pelvis. Visualize the skeleton of the body and allow it to feel heavier. Noticing your breath now. Enjoying the feeling of breathing in. And as you exhale, allow your mind leave your body. Leave your heavy bones behind you and allow yourself to float away. With each exhale, going higher into the sky. Allow yourself to let go and fly away. And when your mind starts to wander, come back to your breath. That lovely breath in, positive energy, and that exhale, blowing you up further into the sky. Now coming back to your body, coming back to your breath. Allow a bit of movement return to the fingers, to the toes. Take a moment here to remember how relaxed you feel. To remember the control you have over your body, over your mind. Slowly, carefully, bring your hands to your belly. Take a deep breath in. Feel the breath. Push your hands up. Breathe out with a sigh through the mouth. And one more deep breath in here. And exhale out, let it go. Slide your feet in one at a time. And make room for your legs, wrapping your arms around your legs, giving yourself a hug, rock from side to side. Move your head from side to side, allowing the back of your body to wake up. Keeping the eyes closed, cross the ankles and place your hands to the backs of the legs. The knees are about shoulder width apart. Take a deep breath in, hug the knees in. As you exhale, rock up into a seated position. So legs are crossed over. You're going to bring the palms of the hands together and rub the hands as fast as you can, creating heat between the palms of your hands. And then place your hands over your eyes, feeling the warmth on your face. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, open your eyes into your hands, allowing your eyes adjust to your hands first, and then to the light in your room. Thank you everybody for doing Pilates with me this evening. I hope you enjoyed this session and I'll see you again next week.